All right. So, how old were you when the Rich Kids actually formed?
Actually, Rich Kidz was a kind of like a a thing already before I joined. There was someone I wanted to join, like coming from the neighborhood. They were already in high school, and I was in middle school. So Caleb took me in like as a friend, a brother in the hood. We actually stayed in the same house on the same street after each other. I stayed in it after him because I'm younger than him. Um, but we actually from the same house, like on Cedar Avenue on Bankhead. I used to walk to the bus stop to go all the way across town, get on the bus, go all the way across town to go to school. I was going to Bunch while I was staying on Bankhead, so Bunch was on Campbellton. Um, and I was in every day I see them, they just fresh. They not at the bus stop. Caleb had this old school little Firebird blue, beat up, but it was hard. It got us A, B, C, D everywhere. But before I like just started being with them, I just was seeing them. Like they'll come to the top of the hill, gambling. Caleb taught me how to gamble. First person taught me how to gamble, regular dice. His dad taught me how to CeeLo. Um, they used to have cleaner clothes, like all type of clothes, like polo, everything. Like that was just fresh, like. But they was in school. They was up there at Doug. And it was just something about like I ain't had no crew, I ain't had no friends, like, and I wanted to be with them. I wanted to hang with them. I seen them every day, and I wanted to hang with them. I can say that, and I always say that because I truly did. I wanted to hang with them, and I wanted to be with them. I wanted to be a rich kid. Uh, so when we finally just in the hood, after a while, Caleb started taking me to the senior nights and the homecomings, the proms, like all the stuff that they was having at high school. But I was still in middle school, so that kind of prepared me and introduced me to the people or to that age group before I got to that age group. So when I got to Doug that next year, everybody knew me from ninth to 12th grade. And kind of like everybody from it started forming, we started going to the clubs. I was like, I was 15, 16 now. Um, we started going to the clubs. Now everybody in the city kind of know who I am because I'm young. I don't supposed to be in a club. We was in the club, doing our little thing and get out of there. And they loved our music. Uh, so I started, I feel like we started like I was 13 and a half, 14. I was 14. Uh, and it kind of went viral when I was 15 and a half. I would give it that. When What's Up and Pound them dropped the two. And that was actually crazy to me too. Like that was big for me. Just for us to be a part of that. Like our first songs we ever dropped, What's Up, and then we dropped another one and they both charted, like that was that was big. And if I feel like if we knew a lot of the things that we knew now today, we would have handled the situations better back then.
Well, in 2009, you guys dropped "What's Up," and it blew up. And you're on the hook,
Uh-huh.
and you wrote the hook as well, right?
Uh yeah. Yep. Me and Caleb, like me and Caleb, me and Caleb was so like easy going with the words and like, Caleb a player, a real player. So he knew how to talk and everything. He knew how to pop it. So he obviously knew how to rap. I always told him that. He like, bro, I don't do this. He always tell me I don't do this, bro. Like, I'm like, you got it. You know what I'm saying? So it was a learning experience too.
Okay, and your name was a little different back then. It wasn't
That,
Skooly.
that was schoolboy. That was my origin. That's the origin right there, schoolboy. And I still, stick with that origin. I still have people call me that. I still call myself that sometimes. Interviews or introductions on drops, I still be saying schoolboy, schooly, whatever you want to call me. I think I should stop, but it's not like I'm giving them another person to kind of like look for or look at. My name not spelled like Q. My name not spelled like Q, so like it's different. So, and I'm a fan of Q too. Schoolboy Q. Been a fan of him.
Okay, so here you are, 14 years old, and you drop a song that becomes a national hit. You guys are signed to Grand Hustle initially,
Yeah.
and through Columbia.
When it started, we weren't signed yet. So when it started doing its thing, we got with like we was with Tip, but we was like with KT, and we was doing our thing. He was our manager type shit. Like he was coming to get me from school and everything. Uh, and then later down the line, we kind of like tried to finalize it, and then it wasn't the contract wasn't okay for I guess for me. Contract wasn't okay for me. My father, I was a minor, so my father had to be present and read everything. So the contract wasn't okay, and that's the reason we stopped the group thing. That's when it broke into two people.
Right, because Jose Guapo was part of the group as well, and he left the group, I guess, because
He was kind of
felt there
like
was.
he was kind of like the first one, yeah. Now that you say that, he was kind of like the first one to change his name from Rich Kid Jr. to Jose Guapo, and he started doing his thing too. That was how he was. Yeah, he was. He was actually the first one. Then it was Rashad. Rashad did his Fifth Street thing. And Charles was always with us, but he got locked up. He was incarcerated like 2 of the summers consecutively. While we was doing our thing solo, so he kind of like missed a couple of the chances that we had, a couple of the second chances we had.
Okay, what do you think? I mean, here you are, a teenager with a huge song, and it's kind of it's a very girl-friendly song. It's not just like a hardcore hip-hop song. It's like a pop song. So the girls are all going crazy. Here you are, 14 years old. What was that experience like?
I was kind of ready for that. Like I come from a lot. I come from all women. My household. My father only had me as a boy. I was the baby, and I'm the only boy. I got 4 sisters. Uh, so I woke up to aunties, mama, cousins, sister, all her friends. Music, dancing, cooking, breakfast. I came up from that. So like, I'm a. That's how I figured out I could sing. Just all the old music. That's why I love old music. I just used to listen to it so much, and I started trying to sing it. And come to think about it, this is a true story. On the same street I just told you, me and Caleb stayed on, like the Cedar, my 685 Cedar, the house. I used to sing in the neighborhood. Women used to bring it, like they used to come around the corner, like they used to walk through the neighborhood, come to my house, knock on the door. My mother comes to the door. They used to ask my mother. This was multiple times. They used to ask my mother, "Can your son come out here and sing?" Like, and that was back when I was singing, like, I was singing Lloyd, I was singing Lloyd with Wayne when he had just dropped that Stop, Wait a Minute. That was hard. When he did that, that was hard. Them two, that was hard. Yeah, like, I'm kind of like just big on women. I love women. I'm infatuated with women, actually. So like I kind of like try to keep a softer side for them.
Okay, so here you are, part of this group that did extremely well with that one song, and then some other songs, but not as big as What's Up.
Mm-hmm.
Then the group breaks up, and now you're on your own.
Yeah.
So how was that transition to being a solo artist?
When the group broke up, we went into a little shell. It wasn't a shell. Obviously it was people blocking us, blocking our blessings, because they had kind of like the power to do so. So it was me and Caleb just sticking in there. And, after like a year or so, I had been working just with all the people that I knew, like all of the all of the artists that's blowing up right now. Like, I was just working with them. And it was this producer named Done Deal. You know, Done Deal. He kind of like was a big, big, big. It was a big part of my transition to want to be solo from the group because I began in a group, But he was a big part of my wanting to transition to being solo because the day he called me to come to the studio, me and Thug had always went to this studio, but he called me to come to the studio and this day, and this is the day I think I made the tag, Done Deal on the track. And I just felt like he was fucking with me because he wanted me to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was genuine. And I did the song, I See You. I wrote this song in my grandmother's living room. At this point, I'm staying with my grandmother. I'm not staying on Bankhead no more. Like we lost the house. We don't have none of that no more. Like I'm staying with my grandmother. My mother is over there with her sister. We moving around. So now I'm going through it kind of. I wrote I See You in my grandmother's like kitchen / dining room at the table. And I had 3 verses. I had 3 verses on I See You. And I was calling Caleb. Like, bro, come on, come do your verse. You know what I'm saying? Like, come do your verse. And he like, I'm coming. Like, I think he was gambling or something. He was trying to make some money. Caleb always kills the paper. You hear me? Real number 1 hustler though. So he ended up coming back though. He did it. Then when he did his verse, and when we put the song out, that was like the introduction of the new me. Like, cause it was like I had 2 tags. It was London on the track, Done Deal on the track already. Didn't have much going on because people kind of like blackballing us at this time. So like everybody who fucking with us, they fucking with us. And like, I kind of felt like that's where I got the strongest because I had to fight my way through it. And when I See You I dropped I See You, went crazy. You hear me? Like when we dropped I See You, went crazy. And me and Caleb just went on another run. Went on a whole nother another run, like another 3-4 years. And it was like we respectively calmed it down. Like Caleb asked me himself, like, you don't wanna try to do this shit solo, little bro? Like so like this shit like big to me, like cause my brother asked me this. This ain't no, no flaw shit, no fraud shit, nothing like a nigga. Like I just creeped out. No, he creeped out. No, we broke up, we got into it, none of that. Like he asked me, like, bro, like at this point, like you know what I'm saying? What you want to do? And I love and respect him for that. And that's when I just sprouted. I sprouted, We all go through problems at a lot, we all go through whatever many problems, but I just sprouted after that. Like when I went solo, I just sprouted.
Right. And then around 2015, you joined TRU, which is a 2 Chainz label.
Yes, sir. Chainz had did features for us as Rich Kidz when it was just me and Caleb. Like I said, we did a whole nother run. Like it was with just 2 people on the cover. You see what I'm saying? Straight like that, 2. Everybody eat bread, straight like that, 1, 2, and 3. Like it was like we had shit. So Chainz actually ended up doing like 2 features for free. For us, like he was fucking with us. Like he was fucking with us. And it was like I kept in tune with him. When I finally like just went solo, I ain't had nothing going on. Just we was already kicking it, before I ain't had nothing going on. So like it was just. Then he like one day he like, what we gotta do, bro? Like what's up? What we doing? Like we too hard like that, and it just, bro, it's the rest is history. Like the rest of everybody that I seen, literally started like literally like that. He wanted to see me doing better. He wanted to see me prevail. Like he wanted to see me like with something. And I love and respect him for that too, like to the fullest. Um, very grateful, you know. Um, and I kind of like be trying to prove how grateful I am through my music and what I try to bring back for my reaction, my feedback, my numbers. I try to put numbers on the board so he feel like, okay, you know, he want to be right here, you know.